got the crew set for what should be a real treat, a great Monday night matchup. As it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Houston Texans. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Opening play, and Stroud will throw it. He'll complete this one to Collins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage.
That's a good start to the ball game. Maybe a little bit of a tone setter offensively. They come out throwing right away, and it's an early completion and a quick first down.
Now a run. Here's the rookie from USC. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Now a 2nd and 2. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. Now he'll tuck this and run. That's some good running from Stroud, and he gets them to first down.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
Stroud out of the gun here. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early, but they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Stroud. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Off the play fake. Allen finding Shakir across the formation. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Coleman, the man in motion right. Allen. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Texans will take over. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Here's Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense. But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Joey Bosa able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. Your quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes down hard.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 20. And he will be taken down inside the Buffalo 20. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
They'll run on 1st down. Marks. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Texans will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9 yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots and going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Well, they were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Allen going to throw. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Here's Allen to throw. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. To the air, Allen. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
Oh, look at the juke. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
Now Allen. Getting this ball out wide for Davis. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins.
And this is going to be intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
He scored their touchdown earlier, and this had a chance to be another. This secondary scrambling for answers, looking at each other, trying to figure out who is going to put the clamps on this guy, because right now, he's absolutely shredding them.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
The tackle made at the
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9. On the bootleg, Stroud. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
And now at this point in the first half, you've got to realize as an offense, you're not going to get it all back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure you finish with points. And that's a good throw there for a first down.
They go up the middle with Chubb. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Joey Bosa in on the stop. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Up the middle they go. Marks. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 22-yard line.
Stroud looking to throw. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
Throwing now is Stroud. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
The 7-yard line.
Second and 6 with the ball on the 7. Stroud to throw it. Touchdown, Texans! Nico Collins, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Now he's going to step up and run. Dancing away at the 35. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Allen. That's caught. It's Coleman. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Second and 3 at the 45-yard line.
Now 2nd and 3. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. This taken in by Kincaid. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 39.
16 yards.
That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A final shot before half for Allen. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 42.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Motion man is Shakir. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And Stroud now to throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, with talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the 3rd quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the 2nd half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now Stroud. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. And the Bills getting set to go. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Throwing now is Allen. Looking on the out route, he finds Shakir. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
Out of bounds at the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. They run the counter with Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Allen. He's got his target. That's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the 1st down in the process.
1st and 10.
Well, that's the kind of play that was lacking all the way through the first half. Maybe this can give them a little bit of a spark because they're not out of this game by any stretch.
Cook up the gun. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
To throw, it's Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
24-yard line.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 14.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Allen going to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
From the gun, it's Allen. Touchdown, Bills! James Cook from 4 yards out. And the Bills are back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point good by Prater. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And now out comes Houston. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Stroud. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Returnable here from the 38. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence they're going to put more points up on the board.
68 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Again, it's Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on Monday Night Primetime. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. To the air, Allen. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
52-yard attempt.
Prater's kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Cook following the penalty. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now Allen has his man, it's Shakir. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
And it's 3rd down.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Dances by him. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
7-yard gain.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Allen going to try and keep it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Houston's offense taking over again. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Looking to put a drive together. Here's Stroud. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And his pass incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Back to throw. Stroud will let this go deep for Collins. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. The 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On play action, Allen. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards, the final tally.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Here's Allen to throw it. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Here's Allen. And that will be incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. For the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome.
Throwing quickly, this is caught by Kirk. And they'll get him down after after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. And Chumley trying to mill here. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Motion man left is Kirk. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. Yeah, he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Complete to Nico Collins. 12 yards on the play. Leads to 3rd down and 1.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Stroud sets up the play action. This ball taken in here by Brooks. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. A tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice game.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Stroud looking to throw. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And he will be taken down inside the Buffalo 20.
Oh, what a time for a lapse defensively. That turns this game right on its ear. And now, forget about going fast. They might want to take the air out a little bit and force the defense to use some timeouts.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. And that one complete once again to Higgins. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
2nd and 1 at the 6-yard line.
Stroud. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Nico Collins, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Texans go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Allen and the Bills now down 21-14. A little over 80 ticks to go. They need a touchdown to the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. Now Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
This taken in by Kincaid. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Final minute, one timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Here's Allen. That is caught by Shakir. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Very sharp here to start this drive, 3 for 3.
Yeah, I like the way he's running this 2-minute drill. Very sharp, very precise in throwing the football.
Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Allen. He's got it with the 15. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
First down. A gain of 34 yards. And the Bills' first down.
Here's 1st down. Throwing, Allen. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed. But that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a 1st down.
Partner, what a finish to this one. I mean, this offense, they had it